We are the group 10. Group 10? Group 10, and we will be discussing the process theories, goal setting theory, and moral development theories, and the social construct, orientation, and lastly, current research and the pedagogical application. And first, may Maranatha discuss the process theories.
So the process theories delve into the cognitive process involved in motivation. They emphasize the importance of individual thoughts, expectations, and perceptions in shaping their behavior. So ang process theory is more siya framework na kanang daghan og mga daghan og mga theory nga nag-involve man siya kaning reinforcement theory, expectancy theory, goal setting of self-determination. So muna siya ang part sa process theories. Kaya ang process theories kay are frameworks that explain how things change and develop over time. So first na tayo discuss is kaning reinforcement theory. Reinforcement theory is a psychological theory that suggests that behavior is influenced by its consequences. This means that if a behavior is followed by a positive consequence, it is more likely to be repeated. Conversely, if a behavior is followed by a negative consequence, it is likely to be repeated. So, na siya kanang four components, which is positive reinforcement, negative, and punishment of extension. So, example sa positive reinforcement is example sa positive reinforcement is naay bata nga kanang buhat siyang homework niya. After niya pag-abot sa school is kanang gitagaan sila reward sa ilang teacher because kay na human nila ilang homework. So ang bata is ganahan na nang buhat siyang homework kay tungod na reward. Nya ang negative reinforcement is example ani kay for example, na ito ka-siblings gaaway. Nya human kay ang katong usa is kasab-an siyang parents kay tungod siya ang unang away niya. Dayon, ang negative consequence ana is katong kasab-an siya siyang parents. So kay tungod kasab-an na siya, so dili na niya buhaton og balik. Anya ang next example is kaning sa punishment. Ang example ani kay naay usa ka bata nga giingnan siya mama nga dili na magsigig-hikap sa kanang stove because init nya. Human kay wala man siya nakita sa iyang mama, so na paso siya na after na kay i-punish sa iyang mama. If buhaton pa niya balik kay kuha iyang kanang toys or something nga kanang iyang ganahan, so mo na siya ang punishment. Kaya ang punishment adding a negative stimulus to decrease the frequency of a behavior. Next is ang kaning extension. Withholding reinforcement to decrease the frequency of a behavior. So for example, naay bata na sige tantrums kay kuno ganan siya attention sa iyang parents. Pero iyang kanang parents is kanang more na mag-tantrum siya is dili siya taga-attention. So siya kay kanang tungod kay dili na siya matagag-attention sa iyang parents is dili na siya magsige kanang kuan kanang suko-suko na. So next is expectancy theory, a motivational theory that suggests that people are motivated to work hard when they believe that their efforts will lead to good performance, which in turn will lead to a valuable reward. So about ni siya sa kanang about sa imuha kanang like murag motivation ni siya sa kanang mga tao kay kanang gani the more na kanang nindot ilahang performance diba is dagaan medyo reward. So nana siya 3 components ang kaning ang expectancy theory. This is expectancy, instrumentality or balance. Expectancy, this is the belief that increased effort will lead to increased performance. Ang instrumentality, this is the belief that increased performance will lead to certain outcomes. Ang balance is, this refers to the value or importance placed on the expected reward or outcome. So, ang example na nilang tulo is, sa expectancy, if you work harder, it will, for example, if I work harder, I will complete my task more efficiently. Ang instrumentality is, if I complete my task efficiently, I will receive a bonus. Ang balance ani, I value the bonus because it will help me pay off my debts. Or so, maura na siya ang kanang expectancy theory. So next is goal setting theory.
So, goal setting theory studies by Edwin K. Locke. Goal setting theory involves the development of an action plan designed in order to motivate and guide a person. So, kani kay workshop, kanang nakuy, kani kanang dapat amoy goal. Dapat kanang yun na iset para ma-achieve na ninyo ng kanang specific na goal. Or groups toward a group. And to have a successful na goal kay need mo this is kaning use the SMART goal setting framework, which is the SMART. S is specific, which is specific, you should have your kaning inyong plan kay dapat inyong specific siya na niyo dapat para masabtan dali sa kanang gihatagan sa kanang activity ba. Next is measurable. Measurable kay dapat kanang dapat example kay dapat exact nga ganing i-pass na activity o dapat kay kanang dili gani mo kanang magbuhat na mo sa activity kay kanang diha na gani kay example ugma na ang deadline so dili na dapat kay i-measure na ninyo kung paano sana ipapass so that kanang mahimo na ninyo ba. Next is the achievable. So kung kay activities dapat imo jud na ma-achieve ka na specific na goal ka na imo na sa tawag na example ganang nakay gusto ko kung nakay gusto mo dapat niyo na i-achieve nga kanang sunod kay realistic. Then time bound. Dapat kay time bound dapat kay time measurement, time is good. I-manage na yung time. Next is the self-determination theory by Desi and Ryan. Self-determination theory is a framework for understanding human motivation and personality. Yes. And to have a there are three basic needs to human being. First, the competence. People need to gain mastery and control of their own lives and their environment, essential to wellness. Ang competence kay ability to do something well or effectively. Next, autonomy. People need to feel in control of their own life, behaviors and goals. This is about choice. Autonomy is the state of being independent or having freedom of action or will. Next, lastly, is relatedness. People need to experience a sense of belonging and connection with other people, feeling cared for by others and to care for others. Example din sa kaniyang competence kay academic competence, the skills, attitudes and behaviors that contribute to a student's academic success. Next, the autonomy, ang relatedness kay example na lang personal autonomy socialization. Kay kanan, people need to experience a sense of belonging and connection with other people. Masabta naman, and next, that's all for goal setting theory and self-determination theory. So next is the moral development theories.
Good evening. Next is moral development theories. It's a complex process that involves the growth of an individual's understanding of right and wrong. So, dili pa lang sa individual's right and wrong, na may bawan mo kung sa isakto o dili. Then we have there the Goldberg's theory of moral development. So we have 6 stages of moral development. So first, stage 1, punishment of objects meditation. Moral decisions are based on avoiding punishment. So for example, kay ganan. Ay bata na itao o talent na decide niya ma-ikip na naman ito para dili siya masapaan na dahil na ang stage 2, instrumental representation. Moral decisions are based on self-interest and reward. So, dili yan, kung nakita niya bata, kaya ganun. Ikip niya man niya para sa iyang self ka na ikaw niya para nasa pagtutun ba na partay natin. There's a stage 3 sa conventional good boy nights girl orientation. Moral decisions are based on seeking approval from others. So, for example, ako lang kita sa kwarta ba niya, alayin naman kayo sa pamana sila sa ang uban, pamana sa kuala, kakong mo, ay wala ang kwarta. Stage 4, law and order orientation. Moral decisions are based on following rules and laws. So, ang reason sa bata kaya is against the sa internet. So, nag-base siya sa rules and laws. Then, sa stage 5, social contract orientation. Moral decisions are based on understanding societal rules and laws, but recognizing that these can be imperfect. Okay, koan. Mag-iulin niya ang karta din kami. Nahunaw niya para fair pa. Then stage 6, universal ethical principle orientation. Moral decisions are based on abstract ethical principles such as justice, fairness, and human rights. Then there is a theory of moral development. Carlo Giuliani proposed a different perspective on moral development, emphasizing the importance of relationships and care. She argued that women tend to focus on caring and responsibility, while men tend to focus on justice and life. So, dahil pa lang nyo, sa pagkakot naman tayo yung nagdito na women tend to focus on caring and responsibility. The next is Piaget's theory of moral development.
Double-sided draw. Dili pa na ako ba?
Double-sided na?
Hulo.
Yeah, then we have here the theory of moral development. Jean Piaget, a renowned cognitive psychologist, proposed a theory of moral development that is closely related to cognitive development. So, nasa doon part ang moral relativism of moral realism.
Sa moral values and economic morality, children in this new world as peace and feeling and they judge actual place and consequences rather than.
So, next is the current research trends. First is the neuroscience and motivation. Researchers are exploring the neural mechanisms underlying motivation, examining how brain activity relates to factors like reward, effort, and goal setting. So, there is kuan siya kanang we all know that the neuroscience is nag-study siya o sa nervous system. Pero really, is kaya siyang kuan siya kanang galing kung saan pag-motivate, kung saan pag-kuan sa like sa imong kuan gani. And like sa gidiska ay sa gisulti ni kuan ni Hazel sa goal setting is kanang kuan ka og kanang like mga nakay goals sa kinabuhi or kanang kuan para makuha din mo siya kinani and the effort and reward. Sa reward is kanang sa pagkabot mo siya siya kanang like kanang para kanang galing like nakay narupat na sakto then kanang na kuan na appreciate kami sa teachers or parents then kanang mo nagitagan kag reward. And while so the neural mechanism the is the neuroscience refer to the intricate network of neurons and their interactions that underlie all aspects of brain function, including motivation. So the motivation, fundamental drive that propels us toward goals, is influenced by a complex interplay of neural circuits and processes. So next is the cultural influences on motivation. Cross-cultural studies are investigating how cultural values and norms shape individual motivation and responses to different motivational strategies. So, the cultural influences on motivation is kaya ganing kuan siya sa mga culture. Like for example, a case study of East Asian cultures sa cultural value of collectivism. East Asian cultures such as those China, Japan, and South Korea often prioritize collectivism over individualism. Mo ni siya example sa cultural influence nga kanang nagkuha siya sa mga Asian cultures which is prioritize ang collectivism over sa individual. So the next is the nerve shape the eye is kanang mo ni siya ang played a powerful role in shaping cultural influences on motivation. They act as invisible guidelines or influencing our values, beliefs, and behaviors, ultimately impact our drive to achieve goals. So, muna siya ang norms plays. So, the next is the role of emotions in motivation. Emotions are increasingly recognized as powerful motivators. Research focuses on understanding how emotions influence goal setting, effort, and persistence. So, ang kuan niya is kanang sa emotions sa katao, which is kanang increase gani to recognize the powerful motivators. For example, fear as a motivator. Fear, a powerful emotion, can be significant motivator. Consider a student facing an upcoming exam. Na siya upcoming exam, which is kahadlukan sa mga estudyante. Like for example, mahadlok ma-fail, mahadlok siya ma-hagpo, kaya lagi up late and sacrifice other activities. Mo ni siya nga kanang imbis kanang makuan, kanang gani mura pag na motivate nga mo kanang matuon, maabtan og gabi kadlaw para lang maka sa mga exam and sa mga activities. So the next is the impact of technology and education. Digital tools and online learning environments offer new opportunities to motivate learners. Research examines how technology can be used to enhance intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. So, kanina siya is kanang, like for example, kanang, di ba sa una sa unang panahon, makamit yung technology, which is kanang lisod kaayo, kay laki kanang, like nakay kanang research, kanang nakay kuan mga taon pa nimo sa library, dagan pa kanimo sa library, mangita ka kung asa siya bookshelves ni nabutang and kanang unsa siya ka page para makuha nimo. Ug sa karon sa nakalahi lang is kanang karon lahi na kanang one click lang sa cellphone maka-search na ka makita na kadayon sa inyong pangitaon kanang like namoy pa na sa activities. So, next is the pedagogical application. First is the behaviorism. Focuses on observable behaviors and the role of environmental stimuli in shaping learning. So, kanina is, nice scenario na ang usa ka bata kay naglimpyo siya pareha mga pag-elementary things nga kanang for example kanang kamoy like 2 or 1, 2, 3 nga kanang estudyante nga magpabilin sa room kay para mag-review sa magpabilin kay para mag-review sa room. Perming siya. And every time the child clean their room, they are rewarded with a sticker or coin na ang upag galing ka ng points, nagkaanong points na ka ng kung anong sa maestra kay para kung kailan ibutan, anong sira ang nabili, na. This positive reinforcement strengthens the desired behaviors, making the child more likely to clean the room again in the future. Kanang magbabana sa child ka kung so, what ay positive? So, nasa negative. Ang negative is if the child refuses to clean the room, a privilege such as watching TV or playing video games is taken away. This negative reinforcement discourages the undesirable behavior and encourages the child to clean the room to avoid missing privileges. So, ang nakakuha sa DI niya kaya negative is kung refuse siya kanang like for example, subuon siya sa mama or sa kanang maestra mag-review kanang more on duwa na lang ang yun na duwa then kanang i-atrit to na. So this theory suggests that the learning occurs through associations between stimuli and responses. So the next is cognitivism emphasizes the importance of mental processes in learning, including perception, memory, attention, and problem solving. So, cognitivism is kanang sa methodology base siya kay since first day pa lang jud kay kanang nakuha naman jud nato ang cognitive, which is the importance is process kay sa iyang pag-learn, sa iyang memory, attention, sa iyang panghunahuna man the problem solving. So the last one is the constructivism views learning as an active process where individuals construct their own understanding of the world based on their prior knowledge and experiences. So, mo siya is kanang like sa kuan lang sa project-based learning lang like kanang sa individual na kanang pag-construct sa ilang kagalingon to understand sa about sa mga kuan nila, sa mga yung ilang mga experiences, sa mga kanang like murag stock knowledge. Kani ay kanang the example is a great example of different approach to learning. It focuses on the idea that learning is different into the real world problems. Like for example, instead of simply presenting facts and figures, students are given a complex real world problem. Nag-a-adjust siya ka ng, like, in this example lang, nagkalagay i-adjust siya sa kanang, pinuong ka lang